is boxing presented by Bob Arum's Top Rank. This bout is scheduled for 4 rounds in the heavyweight division. Judges at ringside, Adelaide Bird, Tim Cheatham, and Lisa Giampa. The man in charge at the sound of the bell, Mr. Russell Mora. Fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 241.8 pounds, wearing red trunks with white trim. He brings a perfect record of 4-0, all 4 wins coming by way of knockout. From Toledo, Ohio, Jared, the real big baby, Anderson. Fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 220.7 pounds, wearing red trunks with black trim. He brings a record of 7 wins, 2 losses, 3 wins by way of knockout. Fighting out of Tamarack, Florida, Hector Perez.
Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to remind you, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. God bless you both. Touch up.
Jared Anderson made his pro debut back on October 26th of last year when Shakur Stevenson won his world title. Then he gained a lot of buzz, I would say, because he had some within the industry. He had fame, he had notoriety because of what he was as an amateur and then signing with Top Rank. But really the buzz and the hype started with what we saw in February when everybody surrounding Tyson Fury's camp said, hey, this is the guy. We got great work with Jared Anderson. Watch out. We think he could be something special. Stopping 3 opponents in round 1. Then we get to see him back in early June. He had a 3rd round TKO. Then what do you expect tonight here, Timmy?
Tess, I'm expecting what I'm seeing right now. You know, he went back to the drawing board. You know, I'm sure you heard the commentary. He's relaxing. He's shooting his jab out there, getting the distance, and setting up his punches now. You know, sometimes, you know, when you're new to the game, you know, you've been an amateur for a long time, you want to rush things. You got to learn to take your time. This is the professionals. Take your time, set up your attack, set up the kill shot.
But I think it's more than just Anderson rushing things. You know, it's a guy who had 3 first-round knockouts in his first 3 fights, so naturally it's hard to not believe your own hype and believe that every time you hit somebody, they're going to fall. It was good for him to go 3 rounds his last fight. You see him more settled, like you say, Tim, and he's a big kid. He's 6'4", 240 pounds. You don't have to throw hard. Just get the punches in there, and they're going to do damage.
Right hand to the body from Anderson.
Down.
And a knockdown scored halfway through round 1.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done.
Perez is done. And Anderson has himself a 1st round knockout and a mighty big smile.
Now, Tess, did you see how beautiful that was? How he set up that knockout? How he took his time and slowly broke down Perez? Now, that's beautiful work by Anderson. Wow, impressive work.
So much for going rounds.
Listen, the competition is going to continue to get better. It should with each and every fight. As he moves forward, he has to limit his mistakes. Even when he's fighting this lower level class fighters, he can't afford to make mistakes because they become an habit. That's what happens.
I agree,
So
Timmy.
I'm excited that he looked good.
I agree.
I'm
He was very,
excited.
very settled tonight. He didn't look for a knockout. The knockout just came. You see right here, he just came behind the jab, just placed a shot right to the side and came right back to the head with a right hand and a left hook. Took his time, got distance, landed another shot behind the head, and that's what did it. Beautiful sequence of punches. Here we see again, came behind the jab. That's the key point. Set that shot up. His opponent was covering himself up, trying to protect himself. Anderson was patient. That's the shot. He was patient enough to get that shot in. Down goes Perez, and fight over.
Yeah, but I like the way he looked at Perez's body, where he was kind of at an angle, and he stepped a little bit to his right and had the perfect angle on him to land the right hand. Great adjustment by Anderson.
It's gonna be a fun ride, isn't it, gentlemen? Gonna be a fun next few years of watching this 20-year-old just take all these steps forward on the path. Obviously, the heavyweight division now, we can get into this after we get the particulars. But to size things up, it is interesting. Let's get the official particulars, and then we'll continue that conversation for a bit. Here's Mark Chinook.
Which one is it? It's too many.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Russell Mora calls a halt to this bout at 1:45 of round number 1. Declaring your winner by technical knockout, Jared, the real Big Baby Anderson.
5-0, 5 knockouts. And guys, you think about the heavyweight division right now.